Today on Santa Monica Update.
It's the future of the classroom, and it's being tried out at a local college. I'll have more coming up.
The American Red Cross of Santa Monica has teamed up with Wise and Healthy Aging to help senior citizens get prepared in case of an emergency. I'm Yana Kay, and I'll show you how they're doing that coming up.
Coming up next, we get an inside look at one of Santa Monica's hottest restaurants, Josie.
We'll have these stories and more news from the city of Santa Monica coming up. I'm Gail Choice.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Update starts now.
Welcome to Santa Monica Update. The city of Santa Monica is becoming resolute about public health with its new rules about smoking. Just about everybody realizes that secondhand smoke is dangerous to everyone, especially kids. So with this new law, common areas of multi-unit buildings are now completely off limits to smokers. No one may smoke within 25 feet of doors, windows, or vents. The law also covers private use balconies, patios, and decks. And the law applies to areas on neighboring properties that are within 25 feet of a door, window, or vent. Violators can be taken to small claims court by anyone. Damages may then be awarded, $100 minimum for a first offense, $200 for a second, and $500 for the third offense. Clearly, the city is serious here. So for detailed information about the new clean air rules, go to smconsumer.org. Imagine a classroom where even the modern-day smartboard is replaced with an interactive whiteboard, a place where iPads replace notebooks and students are actually encouraged to text. Reporter Heather Armstrong gives us a sneak peek into the future of the classroom.
At Santa Monica College, teachers are taking a faster, more visual approach to teaching students.
Good. Will it be fun for them? Probably. This is what they're accustomed to doing to socialize.
But of course, it's not just about what's fun.
It's a whole new approach to higher education that we're experimenting with.
This classroom is actually a digital learning studio and part of a pilot project designed to help basic skills students retain more information. The two-year college is hoping it'll help improve transfer rates.
We're really excited about the opportunity to study both professors and students in this environment.
Because if it works, there could be more like it. And in a virtually paperless classroom, students are encouraged to text. Response clickers allow them to answer quickly and anonymously, which research suggests helps increase student participation.
Come on, this is pretty impressive. I've never been in a classroom like this. So any thoughts? What are your favorite things about this?
You feel like a little kid, you want to go and experiment.
I think the thing about the iPad is that it gives you more of a hands-on experience.
You also have kind of a futuristic feeling, and I bet that we will benefit from this class in the future because then in 10 years probably everybody will use equipment like that.
But what about the teachers?
So how do you feel teaching in a classroom like this?
Well, I think it's really exciting because the students get to interact more, I feel. And I feel that they have the new technology and it's something that they already use at home. And so why not bring that into the classroom, you know?
So far, 10 classes have been scheduled in the 32-seat studio. And although it's just the beginning of the semester, both student and teacher seem to be enjoying it. In Santa Monica, I'm Heather Armstrong.
SMC's new digital learning studio was funded by a grant from the Department of Education. Their guidelines say an institution that serves 10% of the Asian American, Native American, Pacific Islander population qualifies for funding. SMC serves 15% of that demographic, so it got the grant. You'll find more information at www.smc.edu/DLS. The California legislature did not succeed in banning plastic shopping bags. Despite Governor Schwarzenegger's support and his promise to sign the legislation, plastics industry lobbyists used direct mail and television ads to convince legislators to vote down the law, which would have put a stop to the use of plastic shopping bags. The measure had appeared headed for passage. Heal the Bay was working with a coalition of activists, retailers, and unions to ban plastic bags, which take decades to decay. In the end, the measure did not gain enough votes to pass. So, the City Council is planning to ban plastic bags at an upcoming meeting. Why? Because retailers in Santa Monica hand out around 23 million of those thin bags every year. Since they're flimsy, they can blow out of trash containers easily, and then they get washed down into the ocean. The cities of San Francisco and Malibu have already made these bags illegal. There will be more news on this story coming soon, so stay tuned. The Ocean Park Community Center has received a grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for almost $1.7 million to help fund their Shelter Plus Care program, which helps house homeless individuals living with a disability. The grant money will be used for rental subsidies, and the individual must contribute 30% of their monthly income. If you'd like to learn about the Ocean Park Community Center and perhaps even volunteer, you can go to opcc.org. When it comes to emergencies, many of us aren't as well prepared as we should be, especially those in the community who are the most vulnerable. That's why the American Red Cross of Santa Monica and Wise and Healthy Aging are working together to provide senior citizens with the tools they need to be ready when disaster strikes. Yana Kay reports.
72-year-old Judy B. David is getting a delivery of an emergency kit from the American Red Cross of Santa Monica. She says this kit is critical, especially for seniors, to help them stay calm and clear-headed during an emergency.
There's so much apathy. So much denial. And if it's handed to a lot of people, especially senior citizens, they'll have it. And they're not, not as many as you wish are proactive about being ready for an emergency.
The American Red Cross of Santa Monica came up with the idea of handing out emergency kits to senior citizens.
Seniors are some of our most vulnerable when it comes to disasters, earthquakes especially, the least prepared and often the most injured when disasters happen.
So the organization teamed up with Wise and Healthy Aging, which hand-selected the recipients to hand out 100 kits.
They've been very grateful for the ability of Santa Monica to come together, of some businesses, and put some funds together to be able to give those kits for free.
Now, most of the items that are inside this emergency kit were donated by local Santa Monica businesses, and some of the more important items include emergency drinking water, a flashlight that comes with batteries, and an AM/FM radio.
The American Red Cross says the emergency kits are only one part of the preparation training they provide.
So there's 3 steps that we teach to being Red Cross ready, and that's getting a kit, making a plan, and being informed.
I'm just so overwhelmed with the quality of senior services are fantastic.
Services that are not only educational, but life-saving. For Santa Monica City TV, I'm Yana Kay.
The American Red Cross of Santa Monica says they're working on corporate sponsorship so that ideally every senior citizen in Santa Monica will have an emergency kit. For more information, go to redcrossofsantamonica.org. Did you know there are more than 33,000 trees in Santa Monica's urban forest? If you laid them out end to end, they would stretch from the Santa Monica Pier all the way to Palm Springs. Now there's a website for our urban forest at santamonicatrees.com. It's the new urban forest portal. Do you want to know how best to water the trees on your street? There's an info page. Have you been wondering how the eucalyptus trees are doing? Well, there's a report on that too. In the past 20 years, we've planted more than 7,000 trees and increased the forest by 21%. A Forest Service study proved we gain $1.62 in benefits for each dollar we spend caring for our trees. To learn more about our forest, just go to santamonicatrees.com. The first time Josie Restaurant picked up a knife, she was 8 years old. And that was how her career began. With an intensive culinary education and under the tutelage of Wolfgang Puck, Josie has become one of the most accomplished chefs in the country, and she decided to share her talents with the Santa Monica community. Our Greg Goldner has the story.
While most young kids were outside playing, Josie Labalche was in the kitchen side by side with her father, renowned French chef Gregory Labalche, learning to become a culinary master. Fast forward several years, and a lifelong dream has come true for Josie. With influences from her dad's restaurant and her house growing up, Josie has made her restaurant one of Santa Monica's premier dining experiences.
The restaurant is a dream that I had for many years. It has a little bit of several of the places that I've worked growing up, a little bit of the comfort from my dad's restaurant, wood floors, and kind of feels a little bit rustic, and yet we have some kind of tailored booths and things that kind of reminds me of my mom's living room, but we're allowed to sit in it, was what the joke is.
There are many things that make Josie Restaurant right here on Pico Boulevard fantastic, but one of the most unique characteristics is their ability to incorporate the local Santa Monica farmers market into their progressive American cuisine.
Some of the things that we like to focus on are California cuisine and using our fresh local farmers markets, which really adapt to the French style and Italian style foods that I like to do.
When Josie worked with Wolfgang Puck at his flagship restaurant, Ma Maison, she noticed that every day Wolfgang would open the fridge to see what was available and freshest, and from there he would make the day's menu. This notion of using what's available and freshest has a tremendous influence on Josie's cooking style today.
I have waiters that laugh with me because I'll have, the corn will be on, I'll do a corn chowder, and I'll have corn on the fish tonight, and and the pastry chef has made a corn sorbet. She makes corn ice cream, which is wonderful. And they're like, we have corn on everything. And it's like, well, it's corn season. That's how you really live, within the means of what's in season. So.
It's not just the fresh food that Josie loves about the farmer's market. For her, it's much more than that.
What I love the most about the farmer's market is going there and, tripping over somebody's baby cart, and it's a family now. There's, moms there, and they've got the kid in the hand, and they've got their stroller full of, groceries and produce and, celery sticking out the side, and the fact that people are actually meeting and communing and talking and walking around the market, not just, it's not just the food element that's there or the healthy side, it's a whole feeling of community that's inspired from the markets.
And why did this renowned chef choose Santa Monica for her restaurant?
Just in LA in itself, downtown is rebuilding, which is great, but Santa Monica to me has always kind of been the center place of LA. It's an easy commute for all the locations. I mean, I live out in the San Fernando Valley a lot of the time, and that, having people come from there, having people come from town, and having people come from down south, Santa Monica to me is more of the hub. That's my final answer.
A chef with a sense of humor, and a restaurant that promises the freshest and most delicious food imaginable. Sound too good to be true? Well, stop by 2424 Pico Boulevard and see for yourself. For Santa Monica Update, I'm Greg Goldner.
Josie Restaurant is in their 9th year of bringing culinary excellence to Santa Monica. For more information, check out their website at josierestaurant.com. Santa Monica College is offering an environmental lecture series free to the public this fall. The series is sponsored by the Santa Monica College Center for Environmental and Urban Studies. Lectures take place in room 123 on the Bundy campus at 3171 Bundy Drive, adjacent to the Santa Monica Airport. And in addition to the free lectures, parking is also free. For more details, call 310-434-4743 or go to smc.edu/CEUS. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. I'm Gail Choice, and for all of us at CityTV, thanks for watching.